So I spent a few more evenings and got it all together. So one thing that I was not able to find, 1¼ inch hose to get the pump connected to the suction line to the check valve properly. So just using the sump pump hose temporarily until I find the right one. So I added the drain valve, so the pump discharge is connected with the valve, with the union, so we can easily disconnect this and get access to the pump by pulling everything up. Then added a strainer. So from the strainer there is a T that goes to our overflow valve. So basically whenever level is high, it will push the water outside the house into the rain collection, rain harvesting system. So we'll check that out, how this works. Also, you already know that this valve is connected, and we will test it right away to see if the city water will keep the level sufficient for the pump to function all the time. And this is the discharge that will go to the toilets. And this is the overflow that will go directly to the sewer line. And this is for the case when we are not pumping outside or pump is not working for some reason. So we want that overflow without any pressure go into the drain. So I will start the city water running and we will see how that bottom valve works. So this is the city water filling up the barrel so the pump gets primed. So we will let it finish and we'll see when it will stop. So as you can guys see, the float valve went up and city water stopped, and we have probably around 2 inches of suction room for the pump. So the pump is running now and city water is trying to fill up to grab the same level. So the system is under pressure now and this hose is ready to explode. Hopefully it won't at this test. But at this point we will give it a few seconds for that valve to close and we will start filling up from the top, simulating the gray water inflow. So we have water flowing in. So next we will wait until this float valve goes up and the water should start flowing into the rainwater harvesting system. So the water is getting close to the overflow valve. So soon enough we should start seeing the water flow from there. So this should keep up with the intake and everything. If it does not, we have the overflow to the drain. So now let's pretend that we don't get outside level, so all the water is going into the drain versus transfer to the outside. So now we get the drum almost full and we can see that the water is coming out of the overflow. So now I am draining the water, pumping it to the water harvesting system, manually bypassing it by holding this valve up. But I just want to check when the city water supply will kick in and if it will be able to catch up with the pump pumping out. so you can see that already city water started to pour in. So the drum is complete. I have tested it. I had to replace quite a few connections by removing the plastic one and replacing it with the galvanized. Plastic sucks. I had to take this apart probably a dozen of times to get everything sealed. I still have one plastic piece here and one on a pump, but this, because of the sizing, I cannot get anything close in steel, so they will stay. Other than that, that got replaced with the galvanized. Also all those connections got replaced with the steel, galvanized steel. So just to save you some time and effort, get rid of any plastic piece if you can and use either galvanized or copper. But at this point it is tested and it's ready to go into the basement.